Welcome back, everybody. It's Holy Joe Rock and Roll, and this is the third Super Tuesday kind of preview of what's going down. We talked about this before on a video I put on how Trump can win this thing, but I just wanted to take a step back. Today is Sunday. I watched most of the so-called mainstream media political commentary shows, like This Week with George Stephanopoulos. If it's Sunday, it's Meet the Depressed. And my God, man, if there is not a concerted effort to continue to try to defame Donald Trump with just a cacophony of lies and mistruths, they're all there on the mainstream media. It's no wonder nobody trusts these people or respects them, because it was just so effing full of lies. And I tweeted a couple out, one to George Stephanopoulos and one to sleepy-eyed Todd, what's his name? Whatever. Meet the Press. Just crazy. But here's what happens. March 15th, Tuesday. I hope everybody who can vote gets out to vote. And let's just put this thing away. Let's just wrap this thing up. But look, we got Florida. Florida is 99 delegates. It's winner take all. Trump is beating everybody by a large margin. And Rubio, who thinks he's going to win Florida, it's just impossible at this point. It's not going to happen. And it'll be the end for Rubio. So that's the end. Illinois, 69 delegates up for grabs. I don't recall if that's winner take all or not, but 69 delegates. So, everybody's focusing on Florida and Ohio. Ohio has 66 delegates, but there's Illinois with 69 delegates. There's Missouri with 52 delegates, and North Carolina has 72 delegates. So, even if Trump were to lose Florida, which he's probably not, and even if he were to lose Ohio, which he might, Ohio is winner take all, but it's only 66 delegates. If Trump wins North Carolina, Florida, Missouri, and most of Illinois, it's still basically a done deal for Trump. Cruz isn't going to win anything. I mean, he might win a few delegates here or there, but and Governor Kasich coming in with the winner take all 66 delegates in Ohio, it's not going to really change the math. There's also the Northern Mariana Islands. That was the NM. There's only 9 delegates. That looks like it's leading towards Trump for sure. And I don't see how any of these other people will beat Trump in the number of delegates. Again, if Trump does not get the quote-unquote required amount to be a first-round, winner, he's probably going to have, by the time this thing ends, twice as many delegates as Cruz, and certainly a heck of a lot more than John Kasich, who somehow thinks that in a contested GOP convention, he'll be drafted. He hasn't won any states yet. I mean, he might win Ohio. It's just really sad. It's actually very sad. And you see pundits on the left and the right. Look, obviously the pundits on the left want Hillary in there. Now, if you want the same thing, different day, SOS, right? Same shit, different day, Hillary's your girl. Because nothing will change. It'll just get worse and worse. We can see what's happening. There's a pattern here. She's bought and paid for. Nothing will get changed. And the American people will be continue to be ill-served. That's what's going to happen. Bernie doesn't have a chance. And he's pushed Hillary to the left. This is what always happens in the Democrat Party. They always get pushed to the left. And then in the general, they try to move to the center. Hillary is no Bill Clinton. And Bill Clinton had his faults, a lot of faults, but at least he was so-called New Democrat, and Hillary's running away from all the New Democrat policies, right? She's running away from everything that Bill Clinton stood for. So if you think this is going to be a Bill Clinton, another repeat of the Bill Clinton type environment, it's not going to happen. It's really going to be a continuation of the Obama type things, and this is just an utter failure, really, by any metrics. A failure on most people's jobs have not gotten better. Wages certainly haven't gone up. African Americans are worse off. Come on, man. I saw something on Tavis Smiley's show. They had some African American woman, I think she was a lawyer, And this is the excuse that they give. That black people were supposed to say, you should be happy that you have a black president and don't challenge him or force him to make any changes. But if Hillary gets in, she'll be forced to make the changes to help black people. Now, what kind of sense does that make? That makes absolutely no sense. If Barack Hussein Obama really cared about black people, he would have done things to help black people. He would have proposed policies to help black people, right? There's, let's say you did enterprise zones. Republicans would have probably supported that. Or if you did, I don't know, there's just a number of things to help, let's say, generally speaking, lower educated, lesser educated peoples. Get rid of the immigrants, deport more people. Although I think the number is that under the 7 years of the Barack Hussein Obama administration, there has been about 10 million people deported, at least according to whatever leftist numbering system that they use. I think they use, if you catch somebody crossing the border and you detain them and deport them, that's considered a deportation, as well as people that maybe are caught committing a crime in the U.S. and those people are deported. So the numbers are not really pretty super accurate, but anyhow, I'm all over the map here. But let's get back to the March 16th. Illinois, Missouri. I said 52 in Missouri. They say that not a lot of, hasn't been a lot of activity in Missouri, just Cruz and Trump have been there, and it looks like it's leaning towards Trump. That's 52 delegates. That's a lot. That's a lot at stake. North Carolina, if it repeats what happened in South Carolina, I mean, it's going to be a landslide for Trump. That's 72 delegates. That's just amazing. So even if Kasich wins Ohio with 66 delegates, Cruz is not going to win Florida. Florida's winner take all. That's 99. It puts Cruz another, right now he's like 100 behind. It's going to put Cruz at least 250 behind, if not 350 behind Donald Trump. And, 400 or 500 behind will be Kasich. It's just impossible. Do the math, people. So, oh man, this is really actually a very exciting campaign, a really exciting campaign season, because a lot of things that have never happened before are happening. And when the people are rising up in record numbers, millions of people are voting for the first time or crossing over from the Democrat side, the independent side, that just is a sure sign that in any kind of head-to-head clash between Donald Trump and whoever the Democrat is, Donald Trump will get those supporters. There's the stickiness for Donald Trump's support is really strong. And I don't see any independent or Democrat that switched over to support Donald Trump in the primaries to support for any Democrat in the general, either Hillary or Sanders. So that's what's happening. I'm holding you rock and roll. If you can vote on the 15th, get out there and vote. Make your voice heard. Your vote does count. In some of these counties, you can see that the difference between a winner and a loser of a county is 100 votes, 69 votes, 35 votes, whatever. So definitely your vote counts. Do it. And make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain.